In this first look video from InfluenceWP, we're going to be checking out a plugin called Top 10. And this is by the team over at WeberZone. So that's weberzone.com. And they are a partner of InfluenceWP. So if you want to get an exclusive deal for WeberZone plugins, go over to influencewp.com/deals. So this plugin we're going to be covering here, as it says here on my screen, easily count and display your most popular WordPress posts. This user-friendly plugin provides essential insights into your website's content performance. Before we dive into the website product page here for the Top 10 plugin and then look at this on a live WordPress website, a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover solutions that we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their product and services for the very first time. They show users our experience with the initial setup and any hiccups that we may come across and how we get past those, and any best practice advice that we may be able to offer. These videos are unedited. We hit record and publish whatever comes out. These are not official tutorials, although they contain tutorial aspects. These videos contain no affiliate links, and they are not sponsored. So we're not paid to create these videos. If you would like videos like this or other types of videos created for your business, just go to influencewp.com/partners and request your free lifetime partner membership. Alrighty, let's go ahead and poke around here on this product page for Top 10 and just see what we want to highlight here. Easy to customize, track post pages and custom post types. You can choose different styles to match your theme. You can also apply your own CSS, include the post's featured image, date, author, summary, so on and so forth. Looks like there's lots of options for power users. It's designed, built, developed with performance in mind, which is always a good thing. Lots of other benefits here, including REST API. You can get popular posts from the REST API. Like I said, custom CSS styles. There's a reporting dashboard. You can do custom API stuff, block editor ready. Lots of good stuff here. So let's go ahead and keep going on down here. Looks like you can find WeberZone. So AJ, the founder of WeberZone, great guy. I've had lots of discussions with him. Very, very easy to talk to and very responsive. Just easy to communicate with. But as you see here, he's in a lot of places, so he's easy to reach. Let's see here, documentation. I'm going to pull that up, see what's going on there. Let's see how easy it is to contact AJ other than all of these ways on social media. Let's check out the about page. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and check out the documentation. I'm probably going to need this, being that this is a first look video. So let's find Top 10 here. Okay. So we've got a lot of documentation. I'm going to pull this over to my other screen in case I need to reference it. This is the contact page. So we've got a nice form here. Okay, cool. So easy, very easy to reach, whether it's the socials or email. And there's AJ right here. Very good stuff. Good stuff. Easy to get a hold of, as we said. I always like putting a face with a name. So highly recommend if you're a product owner or a service provider, having an about page where you show your face is typically a great thing. All right. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. So I've got a sandbox test site, WordPress site pulled up here. I've got the Top 10 plugin installed and activated. I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate WooCommerce here. So the only thing we've got activated at this time is Top 10. I've done nothing but install and activate it. So let's check it out. Let's go over to Top 10 over here in the side menu, and we're gonna, as I typically like to do, I like to go to settings first to see what's in there. Not always, but in this case, we're going to look at settings. And wow, there is a lot in here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, because there's just so much in here, and this being a first look video, it would just be kind of overwhelming at this point until I've done more of a deep dive. But let's just go through these other menu items, and then I'll kind of decide a game plan here. So dashboard. So we've got 3 posts, dummy posts in here. So it looks like they've got some sort of it's already doing something here as far as traction. Popular posts, okay. Let's go ahead and delete this stuff. All right, so I've got those posts deleted. So we're going to start from scratch here. Okay, let's go to our dashboard. This should be cleared out. I don't know if we can clear this out. Maybe that's just in there. Okay, so let's go popular post. That's cleared out. Daily or popular post. We don't have any stats, so all of this stuff should be cleared out. Import, export. All right, so we can import, export the settings. So if you have another site running top 10, you could bring that stuff in. You can export tables, overall tables, export daily tables. You can import tables. Very, very cool. Let's see what this is. Migrate WordPress popular post data to top 10. Okay, so it looks like if you were using the WordPress popular post plugin at one point and you want to migrate over to AJ's top 10 plugin, you can do that. It just needs to be installed and activated. All right, let's go to tools. Got a clear cache option here, recreate primary key, reset popular post, reset daily popular post, recreate database tables. I'm going to take myself off the screen. Okay, other tools, delete old settings, merge. Okay, we'll go ahead and skip all that, the rest of that stuff. Settings, again, we have a ton of stuff in here. Let's skip that for now. Account is just the account. Pricing links, I'm assuming to his pricing information. And it does, okay. Okay, so let me go. I'm gonna pull this documentation page back over here, and let's just try to do something that it talks about. So he walks you through the tools in the admin screen. That's cool. It talks about caching, which hopefully we don't have to touch in this video. Enhancements, using and customizing top 10. So he walks through all of the settings over here. Blocks in top 10, trackers. Okay. So let's what do we want to do here? Let's talk about blocks. So what can we do here? Maybe we'll try to use the WordPress block editor to add some posts. Okay. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to pull this back over to my other screen, and we're going to need some posts, right? You're going to need something to track. So I'm going to go over to posts. All right. Add new. We'll call this post 1. So I'm just going to add a couple of posts here. Post 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rename these. Let's do post A, B, and C, because I had those post 1, 2, and 3 in there before. I hope that didn't pop. I don't want that to cause any issues. I want to look at like unique data here. So let's go here. Let's do post A, B, and C. Okay, there we go. So now we have some posts that we can look at. So now let's go over to let's create a page. Let's call this top 10. Let's add a block. So I'm just going to do a slash. You can also, to pull up the blocks, you can also go up here and click on this plus symbol to bring up the blocks. So I'm going to do a slash. There we go. And those are top 10. So let's do top 10 popular posts. I'm actually going to rename this top 10 popular posts so we can check out a couple things. Top 10 popular posts. Is that block still in there? It looks like it is. So clicking on that block over here on the right-hand side, we have options where we can say like a custom period, so a certain number of date ranges and stuff, how many posts we want to show. We'll just go ahead and leave that blank. Show heading, show excerpt. Okay, we'll tinker with this should we need to. And it looks like down here, all kinds of options. It looks like down here you can set this as a default. So maybe the next time you go to do your next block, it's just going to have those settings already in there. All right, let's publish that. We're going to do one more. We're going to do another page. Let's call let me first figure out what that other block name was. So let's do a slash top 10 post count. Okay. Top 10 post count. Here we go. And let's click on that block and see if we have any options. Okay, we do. So let's publish this. We'll adjust those options for that block if we want to later. Oops, let's keep that open. Okay, so now we need to visit those posts, right? So I'm just going to pull this site up on the front end, and actually, let me do this. I'm going to pull this over on my other screen in a different browser, and I'm just going to browse to these posts. Okay, so in this browser, I'm just going to I'm going to do purposely. I'm going to go to post A, and I'm going to go to post C. So I'm going to purposely skip B. Okay. Now in another browser, totally different browser. I don't know how this works exactly. Like, is it tracking by IP address? I have no idea, but we're going to do this again. We're going to do post C. We're going to do post A. So post B is going to be completely left out of the equation. All right. So I visited those. Now let's bring up the top 10 popular posts on the front end here. Actually, first, let's go over to our dashboard. Let's go here. Okay, so we've got some stuff populating here. Let's filter by today's date only. So we'll do April 1 to today. Yeah, April 3. So let's update that. And as we see here, down here, we have today's post A and post C, and automatic. So we did browse the homepage, so it's going to capture that. So it's not just about necessarily the post content type, right? So it's about pages too. Okay. All right. So that's tracking that. Let's go to popular posts. There we go. We see that the main thing in here, we'll see that post B is left out because we haven't visited that, right? All right. So we are seeing as the admin what this stuff is going to be on the front end when we go to output it with our blocks and whatnot. So let's view these on the front end. So here's our top 10 popular posts, and we see visited one visit today, but it doesn't really tell us anything else. So let's go back into that block. All right, so there's our block. Let's do, maybe we have to set, oh, that's the maximum number of posts. So we're going to leave that blank. We're going to leave the offset. Let's do show heading. There we go. So that's bringing in this popular post heading. We'll skip the excerpt and all that. We didn't do any of that. We'll do author because that should be in there. There we go. Show date. There we go. And count. That's cool. All right, let's save our changes. Check out the front end. There we go. Super cool. And then this is linked here. So this is going to take you directly to the post. This is going to take you to the author page if you've got a template set up for that, or even if you don't, it's just not going to look that great as you see here. So you could set up your author template. Okay, let's go over to this other one. So by default, we're just seeing top 10 post count. We're just seeing a number. All right, so we need to adjust that block as well. Select the block, counter type, total. Let's keep total. Number formatting, does that do anything for us? Let's check that out on the front end. Number formatting. Okay, I'm not really sure what that's doing. Text customization advanced mode. Okay, so it looks like you can use some variables in there if you want. Text before count. This is my text. Okay, so you can see this populating here. So you could say something like, today, comma, we had over whatever, then the number, and then the text after, visits on our posts, just putting something completely random in there. It looks like you can do an icon here. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and publish this and see what we've got. There we go. So today, it says today, this is what I prepended to the count. Today we had over, and then we have the number, and then we appended visits on our post. So if we go back to that block, let's put a little space here before the word visits. Update that. There we go. So today we had over 0 visits on our post. Let's refresh this. Today we had over 1 visit on our, we probably changed that to visit. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. Visited 1 time, 6 visits today. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is doing. It's probably something I'm doing. Today we had over 2 visitors on our post. I just keep refreshing this and it changes. Top 10 post count. All right, let's see what this. Let's go. Where is our guide here? So let's see. Top 10 post count. Let's pull this up. What does this do? This block is available in both. Okay. It displays the number of views received by the current post. Got it. Okay, so you can come in here and say this. The number, okay, so it's not just today. Okay. So this post has had over blank visits to date. How about that? There we go. This post has had over 1. So it looks like, so visited 1 time is right here, right? But then it says 15 visits today. Shouldn't that say 15? This post has had over, yeah, I'm a little confused about this one. Let's change this to daily instead of total. This post has had, there we go. Okay, that's what I kind of expected to see there. This post has had over 18 visits to date. And then that makes sense because we've had 18 visits today. I'm not sure what this visited 1 time. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea here. There's probably something I am doing wrong rather than anything with the plugin itself. But it has all kinds of options here that you can set. Cool. Okay, so let's go back over here to the top 10. You can see how easy this is to set up, and you saw all of the settings in here. There's just so much going on in here. Let's see. Let's run through these really quick and just see if there's anything. So we've got caching. Delete options on uninstall is automatically checked. That's a good thing. So the developer, AJ in this case, is cleaning up after his plugin. So if you check that and you remove the plugin, it's going to clean up after itself, which is always nice to see. Up to you if you want. I would probably, if you're never going to install the plugin again, I would remove the counter data as well from your database. Okay. Lots of admin settings, like who you want to allow to access this and show access in the dashboard. Which post types you want this to be able to work with. All right, counter and tracker. Again, where do you want to display the views? Just on posts and pages, feeds, homepage, that sort of thing. Wow, there is just a lot in here. You can set some default options for tracking and stuff like that. Man, this is extremely, extremely powerful stuff. Got a debug mode down there here at the bottom. So we've got, sorry, it keeps resetting my side. Here we go. Debug mode, do not track bots. Let's go to our post list column here. Exclusion settings, post types to include, man, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of thumbnail settings. Style. So this is where you can apply your custom CSS if you want. Let's check that out. Let's check this out real quick. Let's see if we can go over here. Let's just make this text red, because if I go over here, can I do that? So here's our block. See here. Yeah, so there's no options to do the text there, is there? Oh, we can do it here. Okay. So I'm trying to think what custom CSS you would need to do. Or, I mean, you could do, you can even do background. So maybe like a border radius or something. So if I did a background on this of, let's say this light gray or this dark gray, let's do like this light yellow. Let's do something a little bit darker. So let's go here. Let's do bright yellow. There we go. All right. So now let's maybe put a border radius on this. So you can come in here and refresh. Then you could say border, if I could type border radius 20 pixels. There we go. So we can see that working. I think you can do some padding over here. Yeah, you can do padding actually within the block. So you don't need to do that with CSS. So anything, if you want to add some CSS that the block doesn't allow you to do, that you could do that here. So you can do the padding, like I said, in the block, but if you want to come over here and do some padding, you can do that here. Maybe you want to put a border. Very cool. Stuff like that. And then drop this CSS, grab all that CSS from there. Come over here into the plugin, into our top 10 settings, styles tab, drop the code in there. Refresh the page, see if it sticks, and it sticks. Okay. I'm guessing you can apply this anywhere. So like Code Snippet plugin or wherever it is that you manage your CSS, I'm guessing you can drop that in there. I'm not sure if this is doing anything like sometimes with solutions, you need to put it CSS in a certain area to bust through, like for a lack of a better term. But I'm not really sure if that's what's going on here. But maybe they just want to give you a place just to keep this particular CSS applying to this particular plugin in a centralized location. Maintenance here, enable schedule maintenance. Regularly cleaning the database can enhance performance, especially for high traffic blogs. Enabling maintenance will automatically delete entries older. Okay, that's really cool. Then you can choose what time to run the maintenance. You can see AJ talks about performance and the plugin being performance minded. And you can clearly see that all throughout the settings of this plugin. We've got a feed. All right. Cool. Being a first look video, I think this is good for now. You can see how easy this is to work with. You can see how powerful it is. Again, like how he's focusing on performance. Let's go back over here before I let you guys go. Very good documentation. Let's look at some short codes. So you've got all these short code options where you can just, if you're not familiar with short codes, you can drop those short codes somewhere in your website and display all of the information that this plugin is able to output there. Let's see what else is in here. Got some bulk edits, debugging with Query Monitor. all kinds of options. You got some disabled dashboard widgets, trackers, blocks. So we went over the blocks. He's got all the options in here, style options, and so on and so forth. So it looks like off the top of my, like, it looks like you can do blocks and it looks like you can do shortcodes. Okay. Maybe I'll show a shortcode real quick. So what's this one going to do? This will display the number of visits of the current page. So, okay. So we could come over here and we could do slash to shortcode block, drop in our shortcode. And I'm guessing this shortcode does the same as this block that we did. So let's do that. That made me think of something else here. So if I refresh this, okay, so it's over here. So you need to customize the shortcode a bit more. Where did I get that? Here we go. If set to 1, then the shortcode will return the number of daily views. Okay, so you got to kind of get a little bit more, add a little bit more to your shortcode to really build it. Does he have any examples here? This shortcode, okay. Okay, so you got to kind of build your shortcode, which makes sense. Okay, so this is where I could really see the CSS coming in. So if you're just dropping in, let's try this one, for example. So if you're just dropping in a shortcode, that block isn't going to have any CSS or any styling options for it. So let's save that. Let's refresh. Okay, here we go. So this is coming in from the shortcode, right? So that's where that CSS could really, really come in handy. Okay, so you just find the CSS that you need to toggle there. Maybe we do a background on this. Okay, it's a little bit too much. Let's just target this particular H3. Obviously, you're not going to want to target all H3s. Let's do background red. Yeah, so you'd have to get pretty specific here. So you get the idea. If you know CSS, you know what I'm trying to do here. But that's, if you're using shortcode, now I can really see where that CSS comes in really heavily into play. But even again, CSS is really useful for when you're using the block editor too, because sometimes the block just doesn't have the styling that you're looking for, as we see here. Okay, guys. Again, WeberZone's top 10 plugin. It is way more powerful than I've even done it justice here in this video. Again, it's a first look video. I've never seen this before. I would have to really dive in and tinker with this quite a bit more to really show the power of this. So before I let you go, again, InfluenceWP.com/deals. If you're interested in checking out anything from any other plugins from WeberZone, including this one, go grab a deal and catch you guys in the next video.